So, hello, and welcome to my app for this week. This week, I have thought of making a chat with my PDF kind application. And this application is called CookiePDF, an awesome name, I know. And what can we do? So, this app is based on Retrieval-Augmented Generation, and as always, we can paste our API key. We give our assistant or developer message, as it's called right now, and we're going to go with Yorahafu assistant. We can choose between different models, and the interesting part is we can upload a PDF file. So we choose the file, we upload it, success, uploaded, it's uploaded. So what can we do now? Well, as we can chat with our PDF, why don't we summarize the content of this PDF? Can you summarize the content of the PDF? And of course, our AI assistant does just that. But as 2025 is the year for productivity, I was thinking about why don't we study also the content in a simple form, this content that we have just uploaded. So we can generate some flashcards that will have precisely that, will give us precisely that. A question, an answer, and we can study and be more productive. For example, here we have our flashcard with the question. At the reverse, we have the answer, and we can say if we knew the answer, we weren't sure, we didn't know it, and of course we have some keyboard shortcuts to achieve the same result. So let's go now to look at the code. Okay, here we have cursor, and as always, how this app is made, we have a frontend made with Next.js, and if we go to this file, page TypeScript X, we can search for the different post methods that send the HTTP request to the backend. And of course, these post methods correspond to the endpoints that we have defined. We have this post method that goes to the upload PDF endpoint, this second post method that goes to the flashcards endpoint, and this post method that goes to the chat endpoint where all the OpenAI logic is. Let's go now to the backend to see how it works. As always, we have our imports. We are using FastAPI for the backend. We have some data validation models that validate the incoming request. We have some utility function. For example, we should extract the text from the PDF. We build a rack system. This function is in charge of chunking the content. We also have find relevant chunk semantic that, as you guessed, it searches for relevant chunks using the vector database in a semantic way. We initialize our embedding model, initialize our vector database, we run it, and we search by text and get the relevant chunks for the query. And we can also set the cutoff chunks we want, and if we want it returned as text. Okay, I also have defined another function to retrieve chunks, but this time not semantically, but by keyword. As you guess, we also have the endpoints, the upload PDF endpoint, the chat endpoint. What is interesting about this endpoint is that it streams responses in real time. For that, we have used async and streaming response. And also, what is interesting is that this application or my chatbot only answers questions using information from the provided context, which is the PDF, of course. And we have set this in the developer message. And lastly, we have the flashcards endpoint that controls the logic for the flashcards, of course. This application is deployed in Vercel as serverless functions. We have here the Next.js and the Python runtime. So thank you, and hope you have enjoyed my project for this week. Thank you so much.